My dogs are barking. Hey, welcome back and welcome to the new shop, or at least what it is right now. As you can see, I've started getting stuff moved in. I've got some supplies over here. And well, one of the biggest things is that we have power in here now. So it's been a few months without any updates since I told you all about this new place. And I haven't had anything to really post. It's been a lot of little tiny steps, and I didn't want to make it a real slow, 15, 30 part video series on, hey, here's what I almost did this week. What I have gotten done is, other than getting everything moved, well, not everything, but other than getting most of the things moved in, the big shit, well, the first things I did was clean the floors. Now, the original idea, as I said in my last video, was that I wanted to look at doing an epoxy floor coating or something of that nature to treat and protect the floor and make it look a little sharper. Well, I went ahead and got myself a power washer, and we started clearing off the floors, and you know what? One of the things was that there's actually a number of grease stains and kind of hidden little imperfections in this floor that that would have made prepping for an epoxy finish a lot more difficult, a lot more work, more time, more expense. And the other half of that is that as the time I got that done, it actually started becoming too cold to lay the epoxy down. You need a kind of a narrow temperature range to lay that down. So we're going without the epoxy for now, and I'm just gonna leave the floors as they are. I think it'll be fine. Now I've gone ahead and gotten all the fiberglass insulation for this guy, and we're gonna hang that actually really soon here now that I've gotten the electric in and I've got all the outlets roughed in, or at least almost all of them. I've still got a couple outlets left on the last circuit I wanna put in. And then we can start putting up fiberglass and walls. Now with the walls, one of the things I had said in the last video is that I wanted to go with sheet goods like plywood or OSB for a number of reasons, including hanging stuff up and then protection against whatever liquid or elements like that. And I gotta thank you guys for really throwing in a lot of good suggestions about that. And as far as insulation and fire protection and things of that nature. And, after looking at it and kind of talking to even more people, yeah, I decided to go ahead and go with just regular old plasterboard drywall. So I'll be hanging that, and now that'll be epically fun. I got a nice little stack of it over here, and I'm actually not going to take it all the way up to the ceiling for a number of reasons, but I've got some 10-foot sheets, and I'm going to hang them vertically for, hopefully for better or worse, however that'll work. So there will be about a foot gap between the top of the drywall and the ceiling. I'm thinking of maybe putting in a little shelf up there, something like that. So we'll figure that out. Once again, as I mentioned, I really want to thank you all for all your really good input in the last video I put out, where I kind of called for opinions and info and experience doing a lot of this kind of stuff that, I really don't have a lot of direct familiarity with. And I got so much good information. It was kind of from, all corners and all angles. It wasn't, there wasn't always a resoundingly similar opinion on most of the things, which was really cool. It gave me a lot to kind of glean off of and choose what I liked. So I thank all of you for giving me your opinion at all. That means a lot to me. It's really cool that I've got a few thousand friends I can ask when I don't know something. and you guys were really cool about helping me out with that, and I'm really looking forward to getting this thing finished up. Now that I've got the lights in place and I've got LED shop light fixtures, I've only got 2 of them right now. I plan to run 12. And so there will be a preponderance of light, which I love. Now that I've gotten the lights in here, I can actually work around the clock, or at least during the hours I couldn't. That was one of the reasons that some of this project was slowed down so much, is that by the time I have a chance to get out here, it's already dark out. Getting the electricity ran was quite a fun and interesting ordeal as well. I ended up contacting several different electricians. I got kind of blown off by like 2 or 3 of them. Some of them just didn't return calls or messages. I had one guy come out here and tell me it was going to be like a $10,000 job, that he needed to replace everything coming in from the pole all the way through complete horse. But finally got a guy that did a really good job putting in a 60 amp service panel out here, and I've got some circuits run, lights, plugins. I'm gonna be able, it's not a completely flush mount panel because I will want to run a few 220 circuits. Once I have 220 stuff to run, that'll be an air compressor and ultimately a welder. and obviously some more machines in the future. 60 amps isn't a huge amount, but every video you've seen in the prior shop, that was everything in that shop, including the rest of my basement in that house, which is a bunch of computers and a TV, was all on the same 15 amp circuit. So I think I'm doing good for now. Really excited about projects in the future, and some of the ones that I've actually kind of got almost done or almost completely done right now. I was a little bit interrupted by this move and how long it took and how much work involved with just getting everything set up in the new house, much less the shop, but the rest of the house, and getting moved out and cleaned out of the old house. But I've got a couple of projects that are just waiting on a couple of last steps, which really ultimately equates to some of my free time. I just need a free day to go kind of test them out so I can make a video for you all. I'm really not into putting out a video that's not complete with its own narrative, so I wouldn't just put something out that left y'all hanging. So look forward to those in the future. I've got some fun stuff, similar to a lot of stuff I've done before. Some shooting kind of stuff and some general machining for fun, kind of widget type toys. As well as I got a couple of immediate projects planned that are in the kind of fabrication and hopefully some furniture building as well now that I've got this new house. I'm really looking forward to not just getting this shop set up with everything, but also some kind of equipment expansions here pretty soon. I've mentioned it before, and I don't mean to keep stringing you guys along and teasing you, but that guy will be getting CNC upgraded, and it's my direct plan here in the next couple of weeks to start ordering all the parts I need for it and start fabricating what I can fabricate as soon as I get the rest of the shop set up and I can get that guy plugged into power and start fabricating motor mounts. And I've already got the computer side of things. I'm starting to get that set up. As far as right now, I'm trying out Mach 3 and looking at that. I'm also looking at, I know I've mentioned this in the past, but also looking at doing Linux CNC, and I kind of want to A/B them maybe and see which one I like a little bit more. In addition to that, I don't want to jinx anything because it's still maybe up in the air, but we're looking at some cool machine tool expansion in the old big American manual machine range, and without being too much of a tease, I'm just going to leave it at that. Hopefully it works out here in the next couple of weeks. I will have some very exciting update video for that. And mostly I'm really excited about just getting set up in the shop and getting everything organized. This shop is a little over 660 square feet. I ended up measuring it shortly after the last video I put out, and it's internally it's 23 foot by 29 foot, which is bigger than I even thought. So I've got a lot of room in here, and I've been kind of working out floor plans. I ended up gridding some plans based on my old shop, and then some of the new shop, even though I didn't get the dimensions correct on my paper plans. I got the idea from another YouTube machinist. His name is Brad Jacobs, and his channel is called Basement Shop Guy, and he recently moved from his basement to his garage. And so he did a similar thing where he kind of had every major implement scaled on a piece of paper and could kind of play puzzle games with it and move stuff around. So I was doing that with this place, and I'll have a really cool place. I want to do kind of a flow, having an area for more of the woodworking kind of things. I don't have a whole lot in the way of that right now, other than some small hand tools. But then, fabrication, a metal storage area, and then the rest of it for, obviously, machining, which seems to be what I really get down with. So anyway, I just wanted to give you this quick update. Now that I've got this part done, the lighting and the electricity, and that's really been the big step into everything else really falling into place. So the rest of it should be a lot quicker, and it won't be another several months till my next update video. I hope to be actually showing you projects here at the latest by February. So stay tuned for that. It'll be a lot of fun. In the meantime, you can always check me out on Instagram. That's the social media I seem to post the most. Follow me on Instagram. It's just @PracticalRenaissance. The links are always in my descriptions. If you want to help support this project, support me, you can babysit my children, or you can check me out on Patreon, and that's a very direct way to support this entire channel. I try to put out extra content, usually some more in-depth videos and some kind of fun, quirky project videos, just for people that do want to go that extra mile and donate even $1 a month. I make those available so that I'm giving you value for what you're doing for me, which is helping support all this. I do want to thank you all for all the kind comments I get. I get so many friendly comments, and here in the last week or so, I've seen all your comments wondering where I was, and trust me, that's why I wanted to get out here and shoot this. So anyway, until then, I'm going to get the rest of these electrical boxes wired up and turned on, and then I'm going to get these walls up. So hopefully the next time you see me, there'll be white walls up here, and we can start getting stuff moved into place. Anyway, thank you for watching.